Hello, everyone. Last time we talked about the reasons why teens don't want to talk to their parents. It's not a personal problem of a particular teenager, right? So, what can we do to promote healthy communication with our children? That's the topic today. Now, let's talk about 7 things to do to communicate healthy with your teenager. Therefore, if parents show confusion, don't understand or even criticize or overcorrect their children's language, they will feel misunderstood, embarrassed, and confused. When this happens, the child will think parents won't understand anyway. There's no point in talking. So the next time they confide or communicate with their parents will be difficult, daunting. Think of it as a one and done approach to conversations about potential issues like substance use and sexual experimentation. The same goes for positive topics like faith, trust, and building healthy relationships. 1. Empathy, using a limited vocabulary to express complex and often overlapping thoughts and feelings. At puberty is always very difficult for teenagers. Speak with the vocabulary you want your teen to use. If you don't want your teen to gossip, then you shouldn't either. Nod and show empathy by saying, or oh. Taking your child seriously deepens your relationship. It also helps develop your teen's ability to think. If it is no pause for a moment. When you offer advice, offer it without asking or making a statement. Obviously, we are not talking about avoiding intervening in life-threatening situations. We're just saying that in everyday interactions, for example, when your child wants to talk about problems with a teacher, a friend, or a sibling, you can choose to wait, listen, ask follow-up questions, and then offer help. Your child may say things that are impulsive, illogical, and inflammatory. Understanding this can give you compassion and help you recognize the best ways to confront and correct poor behavior. But take a deep breath. It's important to read the surface and separate the emotional outburst from the core beliefs. This is a huge confidence booster for a young person who wants to assert their independence and competence. Whether you're re-asking for help with technology or asking for advice on what to do in a particular situation, inviting your child into your life is a great way to help your child develop communication skills while also showing them that you love, value, and respect them. And they will respond to your expectations. Your child will probably say things that drive you crazy. You will be tempted to dismiss their thoughts and opinions. Resist this at all costs. Mocking, dismissing, or ignoring your child as faltering attempts to engage in adult conversation will always result in a breakdown in communication. Parents of teens often find that the less unsolicited advice they give, the more their teen asks for it. You have a better chance of making an impact if you start by letting your child know they've been heard. Try to understand where your child is coming from, even if their opinion is different from yours. See you soon! To prepare your teen for eventual success in adulthood, model how to share your thoughts respectfully and thoughtfully. 2. Short interactions. Teens respond best to shorter, more frequent interactions. This is especially true if you need to talk to your teen about something important. 3. The teen brain learns by example. If you're re-choosing to talk to your child because he or she est out until 11:30 p.m. and doesn't come home until 11:31 p.m., that's probably not a good idea. There's no talk of sexual purity in a coffee shop either. Interrupting your child mid-sentence to talk right here right now will not lead to the best communication. Be patient and schedule time to talk. This will have the added benefit of giving you a chance to think. Try not to bring up a heavy topic every time you and your child are alone. He or she may not want to hang out with you in the future. Finally, don't get into the bad habit of only talking when you have a problem to solve. If you want your teen to develop healthy communication skills, model them. For keep your mouth shut and your child can open his or her own. Parents who want to communicate with their children often ask them a lot of questions. Asking good questions can be a great way to open a conversation. But too often, parents' questions come across as an investigation into their child's privacy and self-awareness, which only provokes defensiveness. Instead of filling every space with words, try silence. Now, instead of asking the same questions over and over again, be quiet. Silence can feel oppressive, but it can also be the key to a conversation. There's no guarantee that this will work with your child, but it's a technique worth trying. 5. Listen more than you talk. This is closely related to the previous tip, making a conscious decision to listen. Focusing on what your child is saying without interjecting your own ideas and solutions is powerful. 6. Ask before offering advice or counsel. Do you want to hear my thoughts? If the answer is yes or okay, be brief and consistent. 7. If you need to talk about something serious, find the right place and time. Context makes a big difference in certain types of interactions. Everyone goes through communication ups and downs during the teenage years. Remember that your child's brain is still being built. The nerve centers for language are being remodeled. Another great way to open the door to communication with your child is to ask them to teach you something or to offer their opinion. I hope you enjoy talking to your child. Please subscribe and follow my channel.